The episode 9 begins with JJ walking down the street, completely unable to believe that Aris is actually her brother. Her mind keeps replaying her mother's words, confronting them, asking how they could hide something like this from her, how Aris could be her brother all along, and how they ever thought they could conceal a truth this big from her. As she walks, she remembers their childhood together, the time when they convinced her that they were just cousins. He himself had confirmed this lie in front of everyone, always defending her, always standing up for her. She had been able to influence him, and he always tried to make her grow closer to him. She keeps asking herself whether they ever truly loved her or not, because hiding a secret this dangerous from her was like stabbing her in the back. Tears stream down her face as she walks, crying uncontrollably, remembering everything that happened in the past few days, and the shocking realization that Aris is her brother. We go back 6 days earlier. JJ is lying in her room, which is completely messy. The room had only been organized because of Kiefer. He was the one who always kept things in order. She tells herself that she can face everything. Her thoughts drift to what happened at school, to the confrontation with Yuri, Kiefer, Alla, and Aris. She remembers following Yuri and how he told her that he wanted her, that he had arranged their engagement together. She remembers the moment he hugged her, only for Kiefer to see them. Kiefer pretended that he hadn't seen anything at all, but inside, he was deeply hurt. After that, JJ starts thinking about how Kiefer has been ignoring her ever since. No matter how many messages she sends, he doesn't reply. She doesn't know what to do or how to talk to him and explain what really happened between her and Yuri, that she never betrayed him the way he thinks she did. Time passes, and JJ finally decides to go to Kiefer's house. She's shocked at herself for even having the courage to do this. She has no idea what she's going to say to him. She hesitates for a long time, confused and anxious. In the end, Rin is the one who opens the door. Then Kyron, Kiefer's brother, appears, and JJ is stunned, feeling foolish. She asks about Kiefer, and Kieran tells her that he's not home. He promises to let Kiefer know that she came by when he returns. She goes inside and sits down, her mind racing, wondering where Kiefer could have gone. Kieran calls Kiefer, who turns out to be traveling. He tells him that JJ came looking for him. Kiefer asks him not to tell her anything. He wants to focus on the goal he's traveling to London for. He hangs up, but his thoughts are completely consumed by JJ. He keeps checking her messages over and over, but he doesn't reply. He tells himself that he has to focus on his goal and that she can wait a little longer. We move to 3 days earlier. JJ is with Angelo, not knowing where they're going. She hates surprises, which makes her apologize to him because she knows he's trying to surprise her. Suddenly, Yuri's mother arrives. She's the one who asked to be alone with JJ. She wants to check on her, sensing how nervous and unsettled JJ is around her. Yuri's mother tells her that there's no time left and that they have to start the wedding preparations. She reassures her that Yuri is fine now, that he recovered from the cold he caught during their trip together, and she even offers to let her see him. Suddenly, the owner of the atelier arrives and warmly greets Yuri's mother, speaking to her in Japanese. JJ briefly wonders if he's insulting her, but he goes on to choose a wedding dress for her. Together, they pick out the dress, and JJ goes to try it on. When she sees herself wearing it, she's surprised by how beautiful it looks. She admits that it makes her feel good. Wearing a wedding dress fills her with a strange, warm feeling, but deep down, she doesn't know what to do because she doesn't love Yuri and doesn't want to marry him, especially after he lied to her after she trusted him. She had believed that his family pressured him into agreeing, but now everything feels wrong. She asks Yuri's mother for her opinion, and his mother admits something shocking. Deep down, she doesn't want JJ to become Yuri's wife. She loves her son deeply and is willing to give up anything for his sake. She understands JJ's feelings because she herself once loved Yuri's father, but his family had rejected her. She did the impossible to prove herself to them, and they stayed together until Yuri was born. At that moment, she felt that she truly became part of the family. Yuri was like a blessing to them, handsome, intelligent, and she gave him everything he needed. One day, Yuri introduced her to Alla, a girl she never liked because she wasn't Japanese. She knew the family wouldn't accept her, just as they hadn't accepted her in the past. She was afraid Yuri would suffer the same way. At that time, she spoke with Kiefer and made an agreement with him to keep Alla away from Yuri. They began fighting over her, and from that moment, Yuri changed. He dyed his hair, started drinking heavily, and fell into a dark state. Then, Mia appeared in his life, bringing happiness back to him. Yuri's mother decided then that she would do anything to keep Mia with him. As she talks, she cries, saying she only wants her son to be happy and that she can't bear to see him suffer again. She begs JJ to love Yuri, JJ hugs her as she cries, but inside, JJ knows she can't do it. She can't force herself to love Yuri when her heart belongs to someone else. We move to Kiefer, returning from Ani. He remembers his conversation with Karen and calls JJ. He remembers telling her that if she ever asked him about anything, he would answer her immediately. Suddenly, Yuri sends him a message, telling him that he can't stop the wedding with JJ and that Kiefer should stop interfering. Kiefer is shocked. Meanwhile, JJ arrives with Angelo and sees her grandmother. She's overjoyed and hugs her tightly, along with her aunt. Maha offers her a hug as well, but JJ doesn't like physical affection. Her grandmother insists, so she hugs her anyway. Her grandmother checks on her, since they haven't been talking much, and keeps trying to learn more about her life. Then Maha's new husband arrives and gives JJ a gift. JJ becomes emotionally overwhelmed. Her marriage triggers a deep trauma and phobia in her life. Because of that marriage, she had developed a fear that still haunts her. She feels the same fear she felt with her former stepfather. She suddenly snaps out of it when she realizes she's not okay. Everyone rushes to calm her down, trying to change the subject and suggesting dinner. They all leave together, except her mother, who stays behind with JJ. Her mother scolds her for the way she acted in front of her new husband, especially since she's trying to get closer to JJ again. She wants them to be a family again with her new husband, but JJ clearly doesn't like that idea. At that moment, Yuri arrives, bringing flowers for her mother. Her mother assumes he will soon become her daughter's husband. JJ doesn't understand why he's there. Yuri explains that Angelo sent him a message asking him to come meet her mother. This puts even more pressure on JJ as they leave together. Suddenly, another visitor arrives. It's Kiefer. The moment JJ sees him, her heart leaps. She missed him deeply after such a long time. She's confused about why he came, especially since people might see them together. Kiefer explains that he was in London meeting his cousins about something related to his father, hoping someone might influence him or help them, but they refused, only stepping in when they have no other solution. He asks her if she's okay. She asks him whether he's still angry with her or not. He doesn't answer. He wants to focus, but the moment he finished and arrived, he came straight to her. Suddenly, he hears Yuri inside the house, speaking familiarly with her family. Kiefer realizes that Yuri moved without him, and he walks in immediately, shocking everyone. He greets her mother, notes how young she looks, and quickly becomes friendly with her. He's invited to join them for dinner. Yuri doesn't object, even though inside, he can't stand him. Kiefer sits next to JJ. They eat together. Yuri pays attention to JJ, and Kiefer also focuses on the food. Angelo watches everything closely. They ask Kiefer why he came, and he bluntly says he came to see JJ. Everyone is shocked when he says he came just to see her, for no particular reason. When they ask about his relationship with her, Yuri says that Kiefer is the best man he knows. Kiefer says the same about Yuri, and they begin arguing, especially when Kiefer declares that JJ will be his bride. Angelo yells at JJ, demanding to know what her relationship with Kiefer is. She nervously says they're friends, but also lovers. Angelo explodes, screaming at them, and no one knows how to react. Suddenly, a phone rings. Kiefer is being threatened, but then another call comes about Aris. They're told to go immediately. Everyone panics, deeply worried about him. JJ still doesn't understand what's happening, but her grandmother reassures her that Aris will be fine. She wants to know what's really going on between them. Yuri admits that he and JJ are in a relationship, even though they're engaged. Kiefer then openly declares that he loves her granddaughter, JJ. Her grandmother wants to fix the situation, but Kiefer intervenes, saying she shouldn't blame JJ. Yuri was the one who pressured her, and they are the real couple. This infuriates Yuri. Her grandmother tells JJ that she must think carefully and choose who she will be with. JJ leaves, unable to believe what's happening. 2 days earlier, JJ goes to class, and everyone is unusually silent. She doesn't know how she even made it through yesterday. She talks to CN, sensing that they're still fighting. David takes her outside to talk. He calls Percy and hands her the phone. Percy tells her he's coming back, but she refuses to look forward to it because it only causes problems in her life. She apologizes, saying it's nothing more than that. She refuses to meet him in the coming days and asks for 2 more days before he answers all her questions, but she's still unwilling. When David gets close to her, she asks him what Percy means to him. He tells her that Percy helped him fix his relationship with his girlfriend in exchange for protecting JJ and keeping her safe. She's shocked and breaks down crying. David moves closer to comfort her, but Kiefer is watching them. He rushes over and punches David. JJ pulls Kiefer away immediately. Kiefer assumes she's in a relationship with David, but she explains that she was talking to Percy and questions why he doubts her. He refuses to let her get close to him. If she does, he might hurt her. He walks away. leaving her in shock, unsure what to do. One day earlier, JJ comes downstairs, thinking about how Kiefer still hasn't spoken to her after everything. She learns that Aris has been discharged from the hospital. When he sees her, he's shocked. Her mother hugs him and introduces her new husband, but Aris rejects him. JJ hears her aunt yelling at her children, and she's shocked to learn that they were all gathering together, she and Aris included. Mia yells, revealing that JJ doesn't even know yet that she and Aris are siblings. JJ is devastated that they hid the truth from her. Aris says that even if she knows, nothing will change between them. She asks him how he could accept her as a sister when he didn't even want her as his cousin. We return to the present. JJ is in the street, crying, completely lost, like something straight out of a movie. She walks while crying, trying to pull herself together, encouraging herself that she can keep going. She heads towards school. Suddenly, two men approach her from behind. She collides with them and tries to escape. Terrified, she runs until she collapses. People rush to help her and insist she go to the hospital, but she lies and says she's fine, continuing to school despite being injured. When she arrives, she sees Kiefer fighting, throwing punches. She rushes in to stop them. Mia reveals that one of them tried to kiss her before. She screams at everyone. Suddenly, Yuri arrives and pulls them away, Kiefer warning everyone to stay away from JJ. He threatens them all, especially CN and Celix, but they deny having any relationship with her. Kiefer confronts Yuri, accusing him of taking what belongs to him and stealing everything from him. Suddenly, JJ faints. She wakes up and is told that the entire Section E loves her. She tells him not to speak to her like that and to show her respect, but he no longer trusts her. He believes she's playing with all of them, planning to be in relationships with everyone, just to destroy them and separate them from each other. He calls her his friend's dream and drags her away. Everyone follows, shocked. He takes her to Aris and Freya, declaring that she belongs to Aris and her stupid cousin. Aris immediately defends her. She feels a brief happiness. He's her brother, after all, but she remembers how he once saw himself as less than them and wanted to destroy her in the past. That pain makes her break down crying. She pushes everyone away and refuses to let anyone get close. Aris and Kiefer challenge each other, tension exploding between them. Time passes. JJ lies in bed, wondering whether she should go back to school after the words that shattered her. She keeps texting Kiefer, but he ignores her. CN, Yuri, and Mika check on her. She messages CN, saying she won't come anymore. Her mother arrives and starts cleaning her messy room, telling her to focus on her life. She decides to go to school instead of staying with her mother and stepfather. At school, she overhears the class arguing, saying that he should tell her the truth and abandon the plan, that JJ doesn't deserve this. She walks in, shocking everyone, demanding to know what plan they're talking about, and insisting they tell her the truth. He asks her if she really wants to hear it. She says yes. He looks at everyone and admits that he used her, and that all of Section E knew. She's shattered. He tells her that he made her fall in love with him to take revenge on Eris, and that everything was part of his plan. The entire class knew, including the people closest to her. She breaks down crying, realizing that everything she believed in was fake. She looks at the class she thought was her real family. Through tears, she remembers saying once that no one would ever be able to hurt her again, but now she sees that people still can, especially the one person she thought would protect her, the person who became her safe space, the person she truly loved, the person she believed truly loved her back. She remembers all her memories with him and sobs, realizing none of it was real. CN is the only one who looks genuinely sad for her, and so JJ decides to leave Section E forever. The second season ends here. What will happen to JJ after everything she went through with Section E, and how will she react after discovering that the person she loved the most, Kiefer, used her? That's what we'll find out in the new season, my friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the bell. If you do that, bye-bye.